dive deep into this big LGBTQ plus story of 2024. I'm Faye Watt, and let's queer up the top stories of the year. This is number 18 of 2024. The architect of Project 2025 is linked to the secretive conservative Opus Dei group. This story was broadcast on August 12th on the Queer God Squad. Project 2025 was in the headlines a lot this year, and Heritage Foundation President Kevin Roberts is a big name behind it. He also has connections to the ultra-conservative Christian group known as Opus Dei.
The architect of Project 2025 is linked to the secretive conservative Opus Dei group. Heritage Foundation President Kevin Roberts, a key figure behind the controversial Project 2025, is linked to the secretive and far-right Catholic group Opus Dei. According to The Guardian, Roberts has regularly attended the Catholic Information Center, an institution associated with Opus Dei for mass and religious education guidance. His speech revealed his goals on banning contraception and rolling back LGBTQ rights through radical incrementalism. It is a strategy for strategizing incrementally legislation to achieve broader conservative objectives. Project 2025 outlines a vision for the next conservative president, emphasizing significant changes such as firing up to 50,000 federal employees, imposing restrictions on contraception, and potentially banning abortion nationally. It also seeks to undermine LGBTQ protections and promote traditional family values. Gareth Gore, an expert on Opus Dei, notes that the parallels between Project 2025 and Opus Dei's reactionary stance against societal progress. Opus Dei influence extends to other prominent figures like Leonard Leo, former executive vice president of the Federalist Society. Although Opus Dei claims to focus solely on spiritual aims, critics argue that its secretive nature and involvement in political projects reveals a broader agenda. Trump's running mate, Senator J.D. Vance, maintains a close relationship with Roberts. It should be noted that Pope Francis this year specifically called out what he called radically conservative Catholics as what was standing in the way of the reforms in the Vatican. Perhaps Project 2025 and Opus Dei were what he was referring to.
You know, these are the religious groups that scare the living crap out of me, right? I saw Da Vinci Code, I know, so it makes a lot of sense that, of course, this guy, Kevin Roberts, is a part of that. That's where he goes to mass. That is the group that he's a part of, right? And that is the same things that are in Project 2025 are the things that Opus Dei are against and for as well, right? Basically, transgenders, anybody transgender being banned from the military, getting rid of all gender affirming care, having Medicare and Medicaid not cover any gender affirming care for LGBTQ+, getting rid of the National Weather Service, getting rid of FEMA, getting rid of Homeland Security. I can go on and on and on. These are just the tip of the iceberg of what Project 2025 has in store for us. And of course, Kevin Roberts was the architect for it. He's perfect for it. He's got all these family values that he wants to make sure are upheld coming in 2025 that are directly affecting most people in our community.
Think of it this way. The Heritage Foundation is the Fourth Reich, and Kevin Roberts is the love child of Heinrich Himmler and Joseph Goebbels. Think of it that way.
I think I'm still trying to wrap my head around Project 2025 and this like radical white Christian nationalism. And I say white Christian nationalism because it's not in the black community. That none of the people who are heading up the RNC believe in any of this. All right, RNC now stands for what? Rapist National Convention Committee. So the fact that they're raping up all these women and of course they're going to want contraception and then they're going to want abortion, but somehow they feel like, well, I guess there's a certain demographic that maybe is going to contribute funds to our campaign, so we're going to play into that. Then the American people don't want that either.
No.
So it's like nobody really wants it, but they're all playing to some kind of boogeyman that they think wants it. It's a very bizarre place in our history that I think we're going to study for the next few years.
And to look at Opus Dei, I think, and it said it in the headline, secret. I mean, how many of these are out there that we don't know?
More than you realize. Yeah.
Scary times. We're bringing you a special presentation of the 24 biggest stories of the year, and we call it the Top 24 of 2024. There is no other queer nonprofit media platform like this in the entire world. Support our LGBTQ stories by subscribing and sharing Queer News Tonight.